All right, as promised, we're back again with another installment of how Ryan Adams plays his songs. This time we're going to do Run. Some of you have asked for some new stuff, so we'll start off the new regime with a new version, a new song from his Romeo and Juliet album. This performance, we're basing this tutorial on a performance he did at the State Theater in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the hometown of my parents. And the album version is capo 3rd fret. This acoustic performance is no capo. And he's playing his grammar guitar, which is another interesting saga. You should look up grammar guitars. It has a pretty interesting history. I put together a tab for this, which I'll try to post in the YouTube description section. Here it is. See if we can get this up in this newfangled. So there it is. It's pretty straightforward, although there are some tricky parts to it. Both the intro and the verse lines use G6 sus4 and G, and G6 sus4 is a chord he uses quite a lot on a lot of songs, most notably 16 Days. The G position, but you switch your index and middle finger to the C chord, and you can mute that A string like that. Okay. And then there's a tricky chord that he uses in the verse line, which is F sharp minor 7 sharp 5, and it sounds intimidating, but it really isn't. Although it's tricky to move from a G to that. And I'll show you a fingering for that in a minute. So that's that. And then there's a C chord, variations on C chords. Throughout the tab, I use C over G, but he uses some other versions like C6 over G. He does that one. And he also looks like he does some other one. But it's really hard to see and hear. See, because the boom is in front of his fingers, in front of the fretboard. And then the recording, of course, is done by a fan with a handheld recorder. So the sound isn't the greatest. But anyway, you can get the picture of how he executes the song acoustically. Okay. So, and then E minor, D, and D sus4. And that's basically it in terms of the chords that are in the song. So I'm going to move the tab over. I'm going to show you, and I'll walk through when he does it, but I want to show you some of the chords and how they're set up. I'll move that over here. Okay, this over here, newfangled technology. Okay, so this is the C 6th sus4 chord, right? That's that position. Okay, and then the F sharp minor 7 sharp 5, F minor sharp minor 7 sharp 5. Yeah, it's easy for me to say. It kind of looks like a D flipped, right? So instead of the F sharp being pressed on the high E string, and the high string is open, and the F sharp is in the bass. Okay, so that looks like this, right? That's that. I just should do it. Right? I should have shown. Right? That's that chord. Now that's a tough switch from basically your 3 fingers in that G chord position, and then shifting everything around like that to get into that position. It's tricky. So there are workarounds that also provide this same effect. There's this F sharp minor 11th sharp 5. So that's just a 2-finger move, right? So instead of 3 fingers. And it creates the same effect. And you can see that the difference between the two is very subtle, right? So this is the F sharp minor 7th sharp 5 with the B string depressed on the 3rd fret. And this is the F sharp minor 11th sharp 5. So, and you can go with either one. All right. Then the other chord that he uses is C over G, the four-fingered C. So that's how that is played. Right. Okay, that's the four-fingered C. And then we have the C6 over G. So that's that middle example there, right? It's kind of like this, the sharp, the C sus, the G sus rather. So, but in this case, that E string is open. All right. So those are basically the chords. And then E minor, he might use some E minor sevenths. Again, it's really hard to tell. And he might use some different variations of D. But I think it works pretty well with just D and D sus4 at appropriate moments. And it's all about the strumming pattern and, of course, the singing, right? So, and, of course, he's really good at that. All right, so we're going to play along with him, and I will talk over the chords, right? I'll leave the part of the tab up so you can see it. If I can move it here, get it out of the way. Yeah, tough to move it. There, let's go here. Now we'll move it like that. Move it over here like that. So at least you can see, you know, the opening. Whoops, that's not good. So you can see at least the opening part, how that works. All right, here we go. He ties a man bun here. It's actually a good look for him. All right, here we go.
Was it hard for you to walk away from this broken man? I should have shown that. I should have said, God damn, I ain't nothing right now, but I don't regret.
Walk down.
If the darkness is all this way back to me now. Leave the porch lights on. Maybe I'll find my way back. If the dark lets go, I'm gonna follow my own trails and on. Was it hard to question everything, if nothing's ever wrong? I should have shut my trap, should have been thankful for that. I ain't got nothing right now, but I ain't looking back. If the darkness is on, this way back to me now. Leave the porch lights on. I'm gonna find my way back. If the dark lets go, I'm gonna follow my own trails and on. I'm gonna find my way back into your arms. I'm gonna find my way back into your arms. I'm gonna try to not be that city song. I'm gonna run.
Jesus.
Was it hard for you to walk away from this broken man? I should have shook my head. I should have said, God damn, I ain't got nothing right tricks in our arms.
E
I'm
minor.
gonna find my way back into your arms. I'm gonna drive until I beat that city song. I'm gonna find my way back into your arms. I'm gonna find my way.
Down D.
I'm gonna find my way. I'm gonna find my way. I'm gonna find my way.
Ends on E minor. All right. That's it. That's the song. Pretty straightforward, except for that F sharp minor 7 sharp 5. That's kind of tricky. Anyway, I hope you like the new technology setup that we've done here to sort of show you multiple views. Still getting used to it. We'll do some more. We'll get a little better at it, but we wanted to get this up for you guys. And I really appreciate it, and I hope this is helpful. Thanks.